What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This video gonna be Ray Allen versus Klay Thompson. Who had the better career? Because let's be real, Klay's, it's coming in to the home stretch and it's been done. But who had the better career and who was actually the more dangerous of the two? This is a good topic today. Now, when I looked at the stats head to head, Ray got him beat, except for block shots, but Ray got him beat. Klay had a longer run in the postseason because obviously if you camp out, Ray had some runs in the postseason. Klay camped out in the postseason. There's a difference. Both two of the greatest shooters ever. This is a funny story because Klay was a better defender overall, but and Klay was more dangerous as a shooter, but yet Ray just seems better. Make it make sense. I want somebody out there to make it make sense because it's like I will say this about Klay. I said this now before the NBA became the all-you-can-eat buffet where everybody can shoot threes and score. But I said that all things being stacked with my watching of NBA, Klay Thompson was the only dude who could have came behind between Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point and Kobe's 81-point. The only guy, because that night when he had 11 dribbles and he scored those crazy amount, 37 and a quarter or his score, he was scary. And I'm going to say this too. There's no doubt Steph was the better of the two. That's not up for debate. However, if Klay was going off, they were going to spank your behind. That's the difference right there between the two. There wasn't going to be no close game. That's why when they lost that game 6 to Toronto, when he got Danny Green, hit him, and he came down, I thought, man, if that thing gone 7 and Klay's playing, and you know how scary Klay was in game 6, game 7, Klay. You know how Klay came up big. He was one of the most underrated big-time players. But we're just going stat by stat and looking at it. This is probably one of the strangest comparisons I could do because they got a lot in common. They were each like the side piece on teams with better players, but yet they held their own. They came up big. But Ray, athletic, and one of those guys that's almost taken for granted. They both underrated in different ways, But Ray's one of those guys where, it's like this thing with Klay. Klay, now, granted, if Klay doesn't get hurt, and Klay was one of the best two-way players going, there's no doubt about it. But Klay, it's something about Ray though that just seemed like he, I remember that finals against the Lakers that when it was 2010, he came up big. I mean, he, and you always felt like he could still go on and still has some more left in the tank. He, just one of those guys that you just